You haven't seen the previous videos, I am doing a Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. This is part number 3. I've just kind of been going through. I started this yesterday, which is the 29th of January. 29th of January. And just like in the Frozen Wilds game, it is cold as living shit here in Minnesota, where I am broadcasting from. We should see temperatures in the Minneapolis area of about negative 25 overnight. I would like to think it's a little warmer where Aloy is in this game right now, but I'm not completely confident, but you know, we can relate right now. I am in the comfort of my living room, thank God. It's very warm and toasty in here. I got the PlayStation on, we're broadcasting, what more can you want? But yeah, just to catch you up, I started a fresh new playthrough of the Frozen Wilds. If you haven't played this before, it's absolutely a fantastic game, Horizon Zero Dawn. It is the bomb. But, you know, just in case you're just getting caught up, we just started a fresh game yesterday. I'm just playing through. I didn't get a chance to play this. You can access it about halfway through the main campaign. And I just never bothered. I just figured I would get to it when I had finished the main campaign, which I'm actually glad we did, because it's quite a bit more difficult in terms of the enemy strength and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just gonna get going. I've just completed the first couple of missions. I got the tall neck last night, and should be broadcasting for about an hour here until about midnight Central Standard Time in the United States. And yeah, I gotta go to bed. This is the only real time I get throughout my day to stream anything. So just sit back, relax, have some fun. We're gonna have some fun playing this game. It's one of my favorite games. It's easily one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives, and you know, this is a chance to really check out the DLC. So yeah, I hope we have some fun going through these missions. Like, I've never played it before. Like I said, I beat the main campaign, and this is my first time on the DLC. So let's get at it. Let's have some fun. I did notice that my voice volume is a little low compared to the game volume last broadcast, so I did adjust my voice volume up a little bit, and actually I will turn the game volume down just a tad. How about like maybe 2 each there? Yeah, I think that'd be about perfect. So hopefully that makes it a little bit better on your end, and we'll just get at this. So, well, like I said, welcome to the CornbreadReturns channel. Thanks for watching. These will be posted on my YouTube. I'm doing them as broadcasts, but I will be posting them on my CornbreadReturns YouTube channel as a playlist series. So, yeah, it should be fun. I'm going to try to get through the entire thing in the next couple weeks here, and it should just be a blast. So if you're just looking to enjoy a little gameplay footage, see what this Frozen Wilds DLC is all about, you've come to the right place. And you know, right at the beginning, we just did the first couple missions, got the tall neck, got the map, so everything worked out really well there. And now we're just kind of continuing on our journey. So let's see what our next mission is here. And actually, that brings me to just looking at it. Okay, I gotta find this path. Perfect. Man, this game is just beautiful. Something that I really have liked about the DLC is just this added snow effect, like constantly. It just adds like a level of chaos to it. It really impacts visibility during some of the missions and whatnot. So yeah, it's kind of cool effect I really noticed. I mean, they really did. It wasn't just like when they released the DLC, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, let's just release some DLC and, you know, use the same engine. I mean, they made some improvements, adding some of the snow, adding some of the snow effects, like when you walk in it and stuff like that. So it was really just an awesome effort. These guys, I believe it's Guerrilla Games. They're just, oh man, they're just superstars when it comes to console development. So, I mean, I cannot wait personally for the next one in this series, which there most certainly will be. I know it's been a while, but I can't imagine a game that was as successful as this not getting a sequel. So here's crossing my fingers. Okay, go ahead and quick save. Every time you can light one of these fires, if you haven't played the game before, man, they're really convenient. It basically sets up these fast travel points, which are really super duper convenient. You can even see I haven't even gotten them all, but you know, I mean, some of them are so close together, it really doesn't matter. But anytime you see one, there's just no point in not checking it out.
The shaman's path must be one of the markers Luke told me about.
Speaker volume just so I can hear a little bit what I'm doing. But I did turn the gameplay volume on. Hopefully that helps on the The broadcast end. Activate the return radio. Beacon set. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's like reflecting on each other. It's like a mirror system. Yeah.
Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions.
Uh-huh.
What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them.
Maybe, but, okay. Ah.
Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way.
Only thing is I can't really walk in. Okay, but this way it seems. Sometimes you can actually follow these little purple trails. Ah. Little markers, okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Trying to not go too quickly.
Another marker. Good.
Right. So I'm going that way.
That way then.
Right, but... Okay, so it's like literally pointing to the right. It kind of just lights up the rock a little bit. Just trying to follow this kind of orange glow. Man, this game is just beautiful. Just gorgeous. Like, I just can't believe they're doing this on a PlayStation 4. Like, this is just one of those games that you'd think... I know that there's a lot of people that were like, oh man, I really wish we got a PC release of this. You know, it's PlayStation. You know, this is all their own contracted studios, or their first-party studios and stuff like that. They get to do this, and this is brilliant. I mean, this is why they're such a dominant
back
console this generation. Okay. Just because they have so many awesome game series. I mean, God of War, it's amazing. I should do some
chime. Not sure I saw this fork before.
Right. I should do some kind of playthrough on God of War eventually. I probably will. I've really been on this binge of, like, I really want to do all the PlayStation exclusives. You know, I'm just kind of starting my live stream channel, so I'm really thinking, like, what should I focus on? Well, I think the PlayStation 4 exclusives would just be a blast.
Not this way. But then, where?
Okay, I needed that. Sure, why not? Oh, there's a blaze in there? I'm always low on blaze. Seriously, always low on blaze. Never on canvas.
I see.
Ah, hello. Oops, just missed it. That's kind of clever. Heard some kind of
stalkers. Better be careful.
Yep. Alright.
Okay. Through here.
Where are those stalkers at? I'm assuming they're on the ground somewhere. Aloy with her exceptional balance at all times. Oh wow, they can even see me still.
But at least there's stuff.
Yep. Wire. Don't really need that. I'm full on those. Nice. So yeah, there's one-time use items. They're pretty handy. Bottom left, you can see those. You can whistle. You can do that kind of stuff. Oh boy. Oh, nice.
Hopefully out of this cave.
Okay, yeah, this is not ideal. You can see my attack is still pretty powerful even on this. One of the more powerful things, you know, these guys are invisible, so they're pretty tough to kill earlier on in the game. You know, their little buddies are invisible. Nice and tight hallways give me an advantage. Let's see what this guy is. Shield. Heavy attacks will knock him over. Critical hit, he's on the ground. And it gives me a nice so I should make a pretty short list of this guy. Taking out components. So, yeah, I mean, in like open combat, these guys are a lot tougher to kill because they're invisible and they're tough to shoot and they're tough to aim at. I think. Okay, over here. I don't know if there's any more. No place to hide. So. Oh yeah, and these little red things. Okay, so these things are a huge pain in the butt. So stalkers, which are invisible, these little flares right here are just super annoying. You trigger one of them, and then the stalkers will come over to investigate it. They're basically like signal flares for them, and it's just awful. It can make it just a huge pain in the butt. Okay. Nice.
Done with the cave. So what's next on this path?
Man, look at that. Look at that view. Just awesome. It almost kind of reminds me of like another game that like gives you these kind of vistas. Except I, obviously on lesser hardware, it's just Breath of the Wild. Like sometimes I would find myself on the top of a mountain in Breath of the Wild on Switch and just be like, oh my gosh, this game is gorgeous. I think to think that the Nintendo developers did that on lesser hardware is just even more impressive. It's just awesome. But yeah, I digress. It's just, this game is just so beautiful. Look at the details on screen. It's just awesome. The Nintendo, or excuse me, the PlayStation team, when they decided to put 8 GB of RAM in this instead of 4, they made the right decision. Goodies, gotta get all the goodies. Definitely gotta get the blaze. I have so much chill water, it's not even funny. I'm gonna have to dismantle some, I'm sure. Okay, that was kind of intuitive, but crazy. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's just keep moving. Let's see where the light is pointing. Okay, so it actually does cast a pretty nice reflection. Which makes grab this here. Like I said, I mean, if I'm a little rusty, guys, it's been about 9 months. It's been about 9 months since I played this game. So if I suck, and everyone's going to say, "Oh, why does he suck so much?"
Down, then up.
That's what I said. Just a little bit rusty, but I'll get better. I'll get better. It's all coming back to me. Sling beyond. It's all coming back to me.
Where's the way up?
Oh man, that that song probably dates me. I will say I was very little when that song came out. I'm not that old. Okay. I'm not too embarrassed to say I did have that album. Yeah. A very young, spry-looking Canadian singer. Actually, she, for all the younger people, she just did the Deadpool theme song, which is pretty awesome. I'm only assuming it was because Ryan Reynolds is indeed also Canadian. You probably thought that was really cool.
We're just filling up.
So I feel like I just like fixed that bridge. Yes, I did. I should be able to get back on that. That was bad. That was a horrible jump. Why did I just assume I could make that jump? That was really dumb. But that's why I got the little shield on. It makes everything okay. So it definitely, like, basically makes the game broken, but whatever. You know what? I had to grind to get it, so it's like one of the items in this game. Actually, the RPG elements in this game are pretty stinking awesome. For like, you know, it's not like an online RPG or anything like that, but they did a really good job, even like in a closed environment game like this, just to put in some really cool RPG elements. So if you get a chance to play the main game, it's not really the focus of this, but I'm not going to be like scouting for tons of weapons and stuff like that. Maybe there'll be some better gear as part of the DLC and we'll talk about that, but I haven't really acquired them yet. Sweet. This is another one of those chimes? Yes. Except for some reason it's not letting me scan this one. And I really like the intricacy of these missions. Like, this is not much like the previous. Oh man, these editing touches are so cool. Like how it just transitions so seamlessly. Oh boy. That is a monster.
I wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here.
Yeah, a lot of new stuff.
I think it's friendly.
That's definitely a focus of the DLC. To try and make it. Oh, there's a lot of new stuff. Gonna take a drink here real quick, and we'll get back on our way. I'm gonna start using the cutscenes to do this. Apologize. Okay. Oh man, like I said, really relating to this weather in this game right now. There's one of those chimes. Starting to more easily identify those. Sometimes there's little goodies tucked away here. I'm trying to make sure I don't like lose my way completely on the mission path. But I really should be looking around for supplies and stuff like that. We've got enough blades. I can probably craft some stuff up. Actually, I'm going to now that I mentioned that. So you can see my blaze and you can see my materials down in the bottom right there. You know, I always seem to be low on blaze, no matter like how much further in the game I get. It takes 4 to even craft any of those mines. Another 5. See, I just depleted it. It takes it to make the explosive stuff, the fire stuff, everything. It's just like, And then the wire, like the rope caster, becomes a really, you know, amazing tool as you get later into the game. Just because with larger and heavier guys, if you can tie them down with the rope caster and then hit their weak points with the hard point arrows, man, I'll tell you, that's the money. That is the money right there.
I saw that.
Right. Climbing is a part of this game, but it never becomes like it never becomes too big of a part where it's distracting. You know, it's not like Assassin's Creed where it's like the base of the game. You know, it's really not. It never becomes like that, but there is some awesome climbing sequences that just look cool. And, you know, they're not particularly challenging in any way. Meat is good. Helps you craft pouches and stuff. Oh, so if you missed it last time, we encountered these things for the first time. They essentially are like emitting these EMP pulses that are just completely taking out my shield. Watch. So if my shield is full, and goodbye, RIP my shield. So yeah. I know that monster's here. I know where I'm going to fight it. Like that's just how the game works. Massive monster. Hey, there he is. Look at that cutscene. Huge monster wants to kill me. That is a hefty beast. Okay, so the nice thing is destroy it, override the tower. It's not really optional, is it? I guess you could see. So let's take a look at it. Let's highlight his track. He's literally so it looks like body in general. He's just weak to fire. Of course, that's probably why they've been feeding me all this blaze. That is the one thing. The game is pretty conscious of their mission objectives. But in general, it looks like his weakness is fire. I should be able to take it down. I mean, shit, why not? You know what? For the stream, right? That's what we do. We do the fun stuff, the challenging stuff. Thank you for buttering me up and plays and whatnot. This is just going to be a wonderful pleasure. And you know what I'm actually going to do? Because his weakness is fire, you know, I highly recommend it. And I'm going to do that by some fire trip mines and staying behind it very safely because I'm scared to death of this beast. So there goes all that. And I'm not going to waste any more blades on it because I really need to craft some fire arrows. Let's just start with fire. I'm getting him on fire. And there we go. Really good.
The pulse gets some energy, repairs them.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about the pulse. I need to figure out how to get on top of that ridge. I need to take that pulse out and move to it on pulse. Oh, he's coming out. Come on, baby. Got it. Paid the price for it, but got it. Okay, so that was a turning point in this game. I'm not going to kill him if he's recharging this fight. Should... He's going to want to get out of there. Okay, ranged attack. Yeah, okay, that's where it is. You gotta take off that armor. This is not gonna be a short fight. Some of these fights in this game, they're long. They do not go quickly. hardpoint arrows here. So like I said, these can be slots. I like to keep them like standard highlight. Whoa, is there another buddy in here? Got him down. Yep, that's great. The rope caster, I don't know, probably not the right approach because it took a lot of rope to get him down. His weakness is fire, and I have done. There we go, got it. Unwrap. That's what you do right there. So that's really the key to these fights. Really hitting that one, and this will there we go. Hey, there's critical hit kill, extra 100 XP. So yeah, that guy.
Machine down.
Whew, that was nasty.
I
got way better ones than that. Let's go with that. I don't really think I need a stalker. I'm surprised I'm getting like legendary level gear for that. That was an intense fight. Still pretty good. You really never run out of crafting materials for arrows. That's the one thing you never run out for. Arrows, you're fine. Okay, here's some hopefully medicinal. Yeah, I didn't. Once you get further in the game, so you can see my below my main health, which is in the blue. There's the green. If you've never played this game, basically you start with one green little filled up thing, and then you get these pluses, and so basically I have 4 of those things.
I should be able to get up there.
So I have quite a bit of health reserves. So these are those climbing sequences I was talking about. Nothing too crazy, but just really fun and satisfying. You gotta kind of figure out where next to jump. It's just really awesome. They're just awesome sequences. It's really satisfying. It's fun. There are some like slightly challenging ones during some big climbs in the game, but for the most part, it's just kind of like figuring out where to go. And once you figure out where to go, you're in really good shape. Excuse me. Yeah, it's cold weather. I'll tell you, man, this weather in Minnesota has just been absolutely drying me up, man. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of cool. But I don't really think it was where I was supposed to go. No, it was not. Sweet slow motion. Try like to look around. They give you like a little hiding spot over here. Like, ooh, you can see me. You see the little eye too, right below the compass. That actually tells me your visibility. So like right here, I am like visible. There, that's a bad example. There we go. Eye completely closed. I'm pretty much invisible. If you piss guys off and they come to investigate and they stand right next to you and find you, they will still find you. You're not like completely impervious to all visibility. But for the most part, if you don't do anything stupid, it's really hard for them to track you. Sweet here.
This must be the shrine Naltuk was talking about. Guess I should take some blue gleam. Sparkles. You can see why it's worth
Yeah, blue gleam. That's one of the new materials in this in the expansion here. I do not know quite what it does yet, but as I said, it really did some cool stuff. Look at the footprints too. Man, that's cool. It's right where I went. You can see it's got depth. It's just awesome, man. I did mention this in one of the other videos, but if you haven't checked it out
Very
yet,
cold.
go check out
I get it.
the Digital Foundry analysis of this DLC. It's just awesome. John Linneman, he's just awesome. All the Digital Foundry guys, they just do such cool work. If you're into hardware, software, you know, all the stuff that makes these things run, these games, so awesome to play. If you're into that at all, I highly recommend. I actually support them on Patreon because I get downloads of the videos then. But I mean, they are just awesome. It's just one of those cool ways to just see all the hours and just effort that goes into making these games so awesome. And just really squeaking every piece of performance out of the PlayStation 4. I mean, look at this game. It's just awesome. This is a base PS4, by the way. I have a launch day PS4.